Okay, he's been soaking up here for about 45 minutes. Yeah, you hear me, buddy. You know what's going on, don't you? Token piece of grass in his mouth. Okay, time to change the water. Time for your second soak. Be patient with me, buddy. So what he's been doing is, if he has any idea that I'm forgetting that he can count to 2, what he'll usually do is turn back toward the drain, make sure I know that he can count to 2 and he wants 2 soaks. And I'll fill it up. He's gotten so big now, you see him stretching his arm. He can't even stretch both arms with the width of the tub. If he stretches his other arm out, it won't go all the way. He's gonna be bigger than the tub soon enough. He's almost 3. 2 years, 10 months. It's New Year's Day. And so we got January and February, and then he'll be 3 years old the beginning of March. Okay, so we're gonna make sure most of this junky stuff goes around. Aren't we, buddy? Yeah, you see. Yeah, buddy. I can't believe he's gotten so stinking big, my hand. You know, I remember I could cover his whole body. His whole body, even when he was decent size, would fit within what that one scute growth thing is. Okay. He's totally used to this. He hasn't even moved his leg. He knows the deal. And we gotta get this stuff out of here. Let's get this. Let's get that draining. And then I usually rinse it out between soaks. So we get all this loose stuff. It goes down to the drain. This wasn't bad. It was just his debris from the yard, and I think he peed. Was the discoloration that you saw? So he definitely peed. Now it's getting a little low. There's no water there, and you see he maintains his position. He's like, is this big giant gonna remember that I get 2 soaks? Now he's getting a little curious. What's going on? Is this guy gonna remember? He's getting a little nervous. Now watch. He's like, okay, I hear the water. That's a good sign. Let me see if I have to move my arm. Oh, here we go. You know the deal, buddy. And you gotta do the rinse out. Make sure it's as clean as it can be for the second soak. He's like, I don't feel enough water. He's like, hey, this guy forgot the drain. See how difficult it is for him to... He's like, hey, this is all wrong. I don't feel nothing on my bottom. Okay, I'll flip the switch. Okay, there we go. See how he lets me know he can count to 2. He's like, make sure I begin feeling it. And I'm gonna go to the drain and let you know I'm not done. I usually put my finger under here to test the water, make sure it's not too cold. All right, buddy, you're good. Now it's almost gonna be time to stretch. almost gonna be time to stretch. Let's fill it up as fast as we can. There you go. He likes the really warm, hot water on his head right there. Like that's the only part that you don't get when you're soaking with your head up. He's like, oh, that's good. That's great. So he plays hard. We go to the cornfield, he plays hard, and then he comes home and wants to be a country club tortoise. Where's my soap? So usually when it gets about this full, I'll give a squirt so he doesn't smell like a farm animal in his bed. And just those bubbles, and the bubbles help carry the little things that float. They attach to the bubbles, and it's easier. It keeps the ring around the tub at bay, and it's free and clear. He also likes this. This is one of his favorites. If I fill up the bottle here, because it's a lot, and it's pretty hot water, like what we would use for a bath. You see, that's what he's a fan. And if I know my Stumpy, he's probably, once it gets up to the right level, he's probably gonna stretch his front legs and do a stretch. Now, as far as height goes, he prefers his legs to be, oh, there's a stretch. He likes his legs being covered. But obviously not, up to his chin. He likes being able to put his chin down. And this one still has some, you can see it's almost up there. You're almost ready, buddy. Another 45 minutes. Oh yeah, he's like, oh yeah, that's good, right on my head. Fantastic. Oh, that's enough. So you can see when he's sitting here, his complete head is above it, but it still allows the water and the soap to get like under his chin, and his neck skin is so soft because of this. It feels like a leather handbag or something. He's a sweetest boy tortoise ever. There you go, buddy. And I'll let this bubble sometimes. There you go. Ooh, that water's really warm, really good. 45 minutes. Oh man, did I miss all that? I may have. Anyway, he sat and chose and yawned and went over here to the wood stove. And then I set him up on the hearth where he's definitely warm, and then we'll watch him chow down. Won't we, buddy? Oh, and that's another trick. His favorite thing is where we buy produce and then we whack off the end when we do that. That's one of his favorite parts. He absolutely loves that. You can see his shell was smoother about a week ago. But he's gotten a little bit wider than he was. And is that good, buddy? He's like, oh yeah, now we're getting to the good stuff. This is fantastic, isn't it, buddy? So you can see all the flake, the moringa and mulberry flakes and stuff that I put in with the salad, and I chop up the big stuff, the roots, like the size of celery and stuff, and so it's got some good crunch for him. He's not so enthusiastic about the salad if there ain't no crunch. Is that good, buddy? See what I mean? He gets excited. He loves dinner snack time. Oh, I'm just pushing food toward you, buddy. Now look at his arm to my... Oh, where are you going? Oh, here. Do you want more, or are you just going to... What I was going to show you is the size of 4 of my fingers to his arm. So when he takes a swipe at the dirt, it's something serious nowadays. Not even 3 years old, and he's humongous.